Nothing? If there was a problem, they would tell you, right? If you wasn't getting through. Wouldn't it? Of management.
Hello.
Hello, Krista.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm Angela Deaver Campbell. I'm director of the UCLA Scholarship Resource Center, and we help undergraduates find private sources of funding. And I also support a full development course in scholarship recipients from freshman through their senior year. Um, and here today with a couple of my wonderful colleagues. I will ask them to introduce themselves, and then I'll tell you a little bit about Ms. Culberson and how we're going to proceed for the day. Just so that you know, we're very friendly people. We don't bite, and we're just going to get a chance to know you a little bit better today by asking a few questions. Okay?
Okay, sounds great.
Sounds good. All right, I'll pass it to Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bjork. I'm a faculty member in the psychology department, and within the psychology department, I'm in the cognitive area. And within the cognitive area, I mostly focus my research on studying human learning and memory. And over the last 10, 15 years, I have gone from doing more sort of theoretical work to more applied research. So I'm looking at ways we can take what we've learned over the years about how we think, how we learn, and help that to enhance actual educational practices that take place, outside of college, in K through 12 or in various kinds of activities, training people in sports and whatnot.
And Elizabeth does amazing work. And there's even more that she does, but I won't go down the list of other things. But both of us and Angela too are really interested in learning and engaging students. And I'm on the assessment side, so I'm the listener and trying to find out what's happening in the classroom that is either working or not working and helping learning. And I direct our Center for Educational Assessment.
Yay! Well, congratulations on your admission to UCLA.
Thank you.
Very exciting. I know you just found out recently,
Yes.
so this was also a very quick turnaround on the scholarship, so we appreciate you working with us on that. So what we're going to do is just get a chance to know you, Krista, a little bit better. And the first question I have for you is, what are you looking forward to most about being a college student and about being a UCLA student in particular?
I'm mostly looking forward to a new environment, being around new people and learning more about my career and just other individuals who have similar goals as me. And UCLA specifically, I love the campus. I've been multiple times, and I like that it's not too far from home. I can stay here while still being away from an environment I was previously in.
Okay, so are you saying that you're thinking about living in the residence halls or commuting from home?
I'm definitely thinking about living on campus.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's definitely best, especially the first year in particular, when you might have a lecture that has an additional study section with it, and it goes late, or you want to study late with friends, and
Yeah.
you don't want to get on the freeway or drive late at night, and it's just nice to sort of like finish studying, powwow with the folks, and then walk to residence hall. So there's just a different synergy on campus, and it's also easier access. I mean, there's a lot of research about that, Mark, right? About how it's little better for students to live on campus, particularly the first year. Yeah. So, but
and you get fed. Food's an important thing.
UCLA has really good food.
I've heard.
They don't even call it dorm food here. They call it the UCLA restaurants. They're very offended if you call it dorm food.
Wow.
So, and you can even serve here as a vegan. So that's not everywhere you can do that.
Right.
Well, the dorm word is out. You got to talk. It's residence halls.
Residence hall. That's right.
It's like kind of a big deal if that's your world. Because there's more than just sleeping.
Okay. Not just dorming and sleeping. That's true. That's true. So, can you tell us, Krista, because I know Ms. Culberson has a real interest in you all and your leadership, what's the most important thing that you've gained from your leadership and service experience, and can you talk about a couple of your leadership and service experiences?
I think what I've gained the most from my leadership experiences is learning more about other people over myself, like getting to experience the ways of other people and the way that they live their lives and how they can contribute to whatever it was that I was participating in. For example, I'm vice president of our class of 23, and with that role, I just have to get insight from all of our classmates, all of our students, everybody who participates in our meetings, and take those ideas and formulate them and come up with plans to better our campus or contribute to our prom and any activities that have to do with our senior class specifically.
Okay, so you're vice president of your class. Congratulations on that. And then what's another leadership experience that you've had?
I'm also captain of both volleyball teams I participate in through school. I'm captain of my volleyball team, which just means I have to sometimes run practices if our coach isn't there, if he's missing or he's late. I just have to take all of his information and spread that to the rest of my teammates. And the same goes for my other volleyball team, which is a club volleyball team that's outside of school. I just have to take messages from my coach and provide that to the rest of my teammates. And both on and off the court, I have to show my leadership skills to my teammates.
How long have you been in the club volleyball?
I've been participating in club volleyball since 7th grade. Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Are you thinking about doing intramural here or doing a walk on onto the Division I team? I know they're very tall here.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying out, but I think for the time being, I want to focus on my studies because I've been participating in volleyball for so long.
Very good, very good. So there's lots of intramural things to take part in if you'd like to do that. So how many people are on the volleyball team?
For my school, there's about 20, and for my club, there's about 12.
Okay, smaller.
Yes,
and
yeah.
That club, you've been with that group of young women for some time.
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good, very good.
What position do you play?
For my club team, I play outside, and for my school team, I play both outside and opposition. I also played DS for my 9th and 10th grade year.
What is DS?
DS is defense specialist.
Oh, defense specialist.
So you try to block all the shots.
Yeah, I try my best.
Block all the shots. That's good. Volleyball's a tough sport. I know it's like the ball goes fast by your head.
Yeah.
No. So, Krista, is there a book or a movie that's inspired you, and can you tell us why?
A book or a movie that's inspired me? I think I recently watched a movie called Passing, and I think that it really stuck with me because of how much I feel I can relate to the character as the person I am and what I look like in today's society. And I think it stuck out to me a lot because of how old it was, but still how much it can relate to today. And although I'm not going to pass, I think the process and everything that happened throughout the movie showed me how our society formulates today and it moves in a way that is still so similar to the past. So I can learn from everything that happened and make sure to not repeat those actions today.
So we still have ways to go, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. And what about a mentor or a teacher who's inspired you? Can you tell us one?
I've had a volleyball coach throughout my middle school career, and he was so helpful to me. He really made me the person I am today. He recently passed away, but I still take everything that he said to me and make sure I'm living my life how he wants me to live my life, and I know that he's made me the volleyball player I am today. He really has contributed to everything I've done since I've met him.
So a coach.
Yes, he was a volleyball coach.
Was that a uni coach or was that a club coach?
No, it was a middle school coach.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Middle school.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry about his passing, but I hope that you always retain what
Definitely.
taught you, help you move forward in life.
Yes.
Mentors are very important. Um, so how will the scholarship help you?
The scholarship will help me because my decision, although it's almost final, it would be completely final that I am going to UCLA because money, college is obviously expensive. So this scholarship would just help me and my family not have to worry about something like that. We'll have less problems when it comes to things of that nature.
Can you tell us a little bit about physiological science as your major and what's drawing you to that?
I am really drawn to kinesiology and sports medicine, anything related to sports, because I've grown up around sports my whole life and I've been playing volleyball for so long. I just really have such a passion for sports, all sports, especially volleyball. And I think that continuing that passion and that part of my life is something UCLA can really help me with because I know how great their sports and kinesiology and physiology programs are.
So sports medicine is the way you want to go.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So there's lots of really maybe good internships and things to think about exploring. Like I know we even have through our sports center here. There's some opportunities for students to be trainers, student trainers, and so because UCLA has a huge history with sports, more national championships than any other school.
Right.
So the athletic department has, I forget the name of the program, but it's a program for students who want to basically shadow a trainer as a student trainer and learn that way. So there's some really good opportunities through our sports department here. But there's also great stuff outside of UCLA. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for students to get to shadow doctors and do research in these areas. I'm sure there are plenty of doctors here that are doing sports medicine research and work that you might be able to, do research with or shadow, whatever. So the world is your oyster when you first get here. You just kind of have to explore a little bit and check things out. It's not like you have to have everything ironed out. And the first year is really a chance to just absorb things and don't feel like you have to have everything perfectly aligned because you're going to get used to a new system, which is the quarter system, which goes very fast compared to the semester system, which is a little bit longer and a little slower. So, and you'll be meeting a new roommate or roommates, and I know you guys don't carry maps anymore, it'll be on your phone, You know,
Mhm.
now you know where everything is at uni. You don't have to ask to go to, which instructor for what or which office for what. But that's all going to change.
Right.
You're going to be at a university. And so that's why the first year is a really important year to give yourself some time to get acclimated and find things and just basically get your roots down, you know. I always really encourage students to make sure that they're going to see their academic counselors, whether that's in your department of physiological science. So you'll have a departmental counselor, and then there's also full-time general counselors that are in one of three areas. If you're in the honors program, they've got their own rules and they got their own set of counselors. The academic advancement program has counseling, and then if you're not in the academic advancement program or honors, there's just the full-time general counseling and college academic counseling. But I always say go in around week 4 because people start enrolling around week 6, and no one can get an appointment between like week 6 and 8. It's
Right.
really hard. So
Mhm.
um, just make sure you're connecting with an academic counselor and bouncing ideas like, what do you think we should take next quarter? Or don't just make those decisions in isolation. Sometimes rules change, and those counselors know what might be changing in the department and whatnot, and give you just good guidance, like I would take that, but not when you're taking this, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
absolutely. Mhm.
So definitely think about that. Okay, well, do you have any questions for us?
I
Well, I
don't.
have a question before we go to
Do you
the,
have a
if
question?
that's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
what question?
exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
Before I forget, it's a good question. Um,
Okay, guys.
so in your essay, you talked about you, in the words, you're a hard worker, a high achiever, and with that carries some stress.
Absolutely.
And how do you manage that?
I think I manage my stress by surrounding myself with people who are going to help me stay mellow. So, friends or family members who really make me happy and make me forget about whatever worries I have at the moment. So, yeah,
Nice to have a good circle
exactly.
to
Yes.
lean on. Yep.
So I'm sure some of your colleagues have not been able to strike this balance with sports and academics. How are you able to achieve that balance?
I think the reward in the end is always what helps me push through, knowing that I can get into UCLA or have a great career in the future makes me want to work 10 times harder to achieve that.
So you're a goal-oriented person.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. And you're not afraid of delayed gratification. That's good. Good. It's like one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
And it all is like going in that direction. I hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And less debt is always better.
That's truth right there.
Yes.
That's true.
If
Okay.
possible.
Elizabeth Buell, do you have any questions for Krista?
Just to encourage you to follow Angela's advice and make try to make a relationship, try to start a relationship with a counselor who, because if you wait till the last minute when you really really need one, it'll be hard to
Right.
find one, but you can go in and try to get known to the counselor early on, and you don't have to have big serious sessions. Just tell her who you are and your interest, and you hope to have a productive relationship with her, that kind of thing, or him. Um, and then take advantage of your instructors and whatever courses that you have. Uh, they're there. We feel that our students, we like students to come to our office hours fewer than we would like do. And also if you're in a big class, you'll have a teaching instructor as well, a teaching advisor, or TA as we call them. And they're a wonderful resource for you because they're closer to have been
No, I don't.
How soon would they decide?
All right. Well, let me tell you a little about the
You do.
timeline. So we will be finishing up our interviews today, and then
Okay.
we will have some deliberations, and then we will be in touch with Miss Culberson. Miss Culberson will get back to me, and then I will be informing all of you who've gone through the interviews sometime next week.
Okay.
Okay. So watch your email.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great rest
Thank you.
of the year, and congratulations on your admission. And wherever you decide to go, we hope that you have a successful and wonderful experience.
Okay.
So
Thank
one,
you.
one quick last question.
Yeah,
So
of
when
course.
you found out, how did you find out? On your computer, and were you alone, or did you have your favorite people around you?
Actually, I was very nervous to open the email. I got the email informing me that a decision had been made, but I didn't want to open it. So all of my friends were telling me to open it, and I was like, guys, I can't do it. And then they sent me another email that said, congratulations, you got in, and that's how I found out.
Oh, what a nice. Oh, I love
We
it.
have a little support along the way.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Okay.
I want to make sure you didn't forget.
Don't forget. So where else, if you want to tell us, where else are you considering?
Nothing as big as UCLA, but I am also considering Clark Atlanta University. But at the moment, UCLA is definitely number one.
All right. Well, great choices, and keep up the good work. Your future is very bright.
Thank you.
All right, Krista, you have a great rest of the year.
You guys too. Nice meeting you all.